Cisco Certified Network Associate Day 33. Welcome back everyone. I'm Imran Rafai, your trainer for this entire series. Today is the day where we complete, like I said in the last video, we completed ICND topics, and today I'm going to show you how to go register yourself for the ICND 1 test and write that exam and get your ICND 1 certification, or the CCND as they say, right? So without wasting much time, let's get straight into today's class because we have a lot to cover. And like always, before we go ahead, I'm going to put in all our social media contacts. So you have on the left networking's Facebook, YouTube and Twitter accounts, and on the right you have my personal Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter accounts. And of course, for people who want my email address, I am ran.rafai@nwking.org. And about emails, we're going to talk a little more about emails and how to contact me right in one of these slides, so stay tuned. So what are we going to look at? We're going to look at three things. We're going to look at how to register and write your ICND 1 exam, how to keep this series free. This is the most important thing. Stay tuned. And then we will look at the best practices for learning with networking. So how do we, like I said, we completed the training, so we have gone through each and every topic that's part of ICND 1. Now how do we register for that exam of 105, right? That's version 3 ICND 1 exam. So how do we register for that and how do we write that exam? So this is what you need to do. Alright, first things first, open up your browser and go to cisco.com. From cisco.com, click on this link or that menu which says training and events. Click on that and then choose CCNT, right? That's the entry level certification. Click on that and that should take you to the CCNT page. And if you scroll down, if you want, you're free to read whatever that is there here, so you understand what this test is about. You see that the required examination is 100105 ICND 1. So if you click on that, it will take you to that specific paper, right? And then it will give you information regarding ICND 1, and the associated certification is CCNT, CCNA routing. Like, these are the other certifications that you can do after you do your ICND. Is there yeah, it's a 90 minutes test, right? 45 to 55 questions available in English, Japanese, and if you're in one of these Middle East regions, you would have Arabic as an option as well. Like I said in one of our last videos, we looked at the review exam topics, so you are free to go there and look at all the topics that we had to cover in ICND 1. So we have covered everything there, so feel free to go there and read that, but I'm not going to do that now because I don't want to waste time. So the most important thing is, how do we register for this test? Here there is this link which says Pearson view. So if you click on that, it would take you to Pearson. Now Pearson view is examination conducting organization, and Cisco is one of the vendors. It does exam certification tests for multiple vendors. If you click on for test takers, it would give you an option where you can choose all the vendors that's available for test taking, and for us we need to look at Cisco, so I'm going to talk about Cisco, right? So it's if you want to go to this link straight, it's www.vue.com/Cisco, right? So what you need to do is come here and create an account. It's free to create an account, so feel free to register for your Pearson VU account. Click on this create account and create an account. I already have an account, so I'm just going to sign in. I'm not going to show you my username or the password for obvious reasons, so I'm going to click on that, right, and it should log me in. So once you're here, you need to choose proctored exam, right? This is a proctored exam, the one ICND 1 and ICND 2, all are proctored exams. So choose proctored exams and click on that again. Here you need to choose the test. So if you're doing people who are doing following us, you should be ideally looking at ICND 1 or 105. If you want to do the next exam, it's 200 105, you can click on that. Or if you want to do one composite exam, Cisco 200 125, then you need to click here. Right, for our case it is ICND 1. I click on that, and then you need to choose what language you want to take that exam. What's your language, preferred language, and I mean, it's up to you. You can choose Arabic, English, or Japanese. So I'm going to click English. English it is. Next. And then if you want to see testing policies, you can click on that link and it will tell you all the policies related to this test, of what you need to do, right, on all those things. The test price is USD $165, right? So it used to be $150, now it's $165. So click on schedule the exam, right? And then you need to accept. Of course, you can't do anything else. You say no, I don't accept. You will not be able to write the exam. So you say I accept. Of course, you read the certification NDAs and all those things that they want you to read. Click on I accept. Click on next. Then you need to choose a center. So before that, we need to tell where do you want. So let's say I want to write in London. So click on London, right? You type London and click search. It should give you a list of all the centers in and around London. So I mean, it's going to choose, I think, the city of London as the center. So 1.9 miles. You have Global Knowledge London, then Next Gen Consulting, Excel Tours, First Care Academics, Lugmantech Limited. Right, so I think you can choose up to 3. That's what it says here. Any 3 that is convenient for you. You can choose these 3 or any 3 that you want and click next. Same way if you want New York. Just feel free to choose whatever that wherever you live and wherever is convenient for you to take this test. So it says Global Knowledge London is not available to deliver the exam for the requested date range, so you can choose, I mean, compared with something else. So Next Gen has dates on 17th, so I click on 17th. If I mean, let's assume that's convenient for you. Click on that, it'll tell you all the available slots, right? So if you want Excel Tour, then feel free to click on that date and whatever date you want. Once you do that, you have a scheduled slot that's available. So let's say I want the 10:45 a.m. slot, so I click on that, and it should take me to the page where I confirm, right? So it says $132. All right, this should be in pounds. 132 pounds. It did an automatic conversion of dollar to pounds, so 132 pounds plus 26.48, that's the tax. Estimated total due comes 158 pounds, right? Once you're happy with this, now also you could get practice tests from Cisco, another $100, $109, whatever, right? If you want to take that practice test, of course, feel free to add it to the cart and then proceed to checkout and finish your payments. So once that's done, what you need to do is on the chosen date, at the chosen time, you go to the center, maybe about 15 to 20 minutes before your test time. Go to the center. You need to take, I think the exam policy now says you need to take 2 ID cards, right? So you need to have 2 separate ID cards, and then you go there, present yourself. They would take a photograph of yours, get some digital signatures, and they will let you access a computer with the test on it, right? So you will have to, I think they give you about 15 minutes time to read through the exam policies, go through it, and then start your test. Test is going to be multiple choice questions. Click on those questions and answer. What's the pass mark? There's no fixed pass score. The pass score depends on strategy. They have their own valuation. So depending on the valuation, some questions have more marks, some have less marks. And if, let's say, you and your friend went to write the exam on the same day in the same slot, right? If you got adjacent computers, there's no guarantee that you both are going to get the same questions. So the questions are going to be totally jumbled up. It's going to be totally different. You could have a totally different set of questions. So there's no fixed scoring, right? There's no fixed score which says this is how much you get to pass. It depends on what the engine. There is an engine that looks at and they would let you know if you passed or not, right? So basically you try to do your best in the exam. Now if you want to know what the test is going to look like, I think there's an exam tutorial here, so you can click on this link and it should give you that's if your flash is enabled. It should give a test tutorial, so you can just go here. I think you need to click, yeah, you need to enable flash and then right click and say play. That's what it says here, so if you follow that you should be able to do. And this is how the test is going to be. So this is a demo of the test engine, so feel free to go through this. You would have an idea of how the test engine is going to be, so that you're familiar when you go to do your test. Right, so that was that. So register with Pearson View as we discussed, log in, then choose an exam that you want to take, and then choose a test center and the date. Once you do that, check out, pay whatever you need to pay, and then go to the exam center on that date, write the test, and I hope you guys come out with a pass score, right? So that's how you do it. Next we're going to look at how to keep this series free, right? 3 years ago when I started this, I did not know what I wanted to do with this course. I just wanted to record few videos because I looked around and I couldn't find any training material that was free and that had quality. There were a lot of free online on YouTube. Quality was terrible, right? The way that they explained the concepts were not that great. The videos were not up to the mark. I somehow thought that I had to contribute to this community, right? That's how I started this 3 years ago. Part-time, I did not think I would do this. I know I'm guilty. 3 years, I have about 35 videos, right? I am guilty, no doubt about it, and that is because I don't have time. And I've said this many times on the comment sections, and I think I have a couple of times raised this point on one of my old videos. But the point is, this is not my full-time job. I don't do this full-time. I just, whenever I get time, I try to come and record few videos. I have a full-time job. I work somewhere. I have few businesses that I run, my family business, so a lot of things that I do simultaneously. So it's not that I have time and I'm not doing. So a lot of people accuse me and blame me as if I don't know. I mean, some people come and abuse on the comment section as if I've taken money from them and I'm not giving them the service. I'm doing this for free, and I want to help people who really need my help, right? And I understand it's going to be slow, and I really want to give more time to the series and want to go full time, right? I see a lot of traction coming out of this. I think we recently hit 100,000 subscribers on our YouTube page. I have a lot of inquiries people asking me to make this into a paid course. I'm trying to consciously trying not to go down that path where I start charging for the course, I start charging for videos, and I put in there, but then finally everything works out to economics. If I think there's no other way for me to keep this course alive, instead of doing this as slow as I've done, I need to find a way to make this course faster. So I want to complete it. Honestly, if you ask me, I need maybe another 35 videos to complete the Cisco CCNA ICND 1 and ICND 2. So if you ask me, I want to do it in the next 2 months. But can I do that? I don't know. It all depends on whether I have enough time. I consciously want to get full time into this and start training. So then if I have to come full time, then I need to look at other aspects of economics, right? So I need to see how I can generate enough funds to support it, right? I have a lot of costs then that will be involved with this. So what I've done is, after 3 years, I have had a lot of people suggest this, saying, why don't you let us give you some donations? We want to support this project that I'm doing. I somehow did not have I did not want to do it, but then I thought, okay, because I get so much request for donation, I recently started a provision where you could actually donate for this course, for this project, right? So if you want to donate, go to our website nwking.org, and you will have a link there for donating to PayPal, so you can donate to PayPal. If you look about now, top right hand corner of your screen, you should have a link which should also take you straight to our donation page. That's that. Also, of course, the most important thing that you could do is like this video right now. You can pause and click on that like. Yes, just, yeah, that's the one, that's the button. Yes. And and of course, click on that subscribe button. I mean, you click on that subscribe button, you would be notified if I add a new video, right? So like, subscribe, and like I said, donate. Now if we go, like, people who donate now, one advantage that I can really assure you is that in case we go paid version, right? If you say donate now, minimum donation is about $10, right? If you, I mean, you can pay anything, but $10 is how much we say. So let's say you're paying $10, and tomorrow our course goes paid. I mean, when I say course, as in the ICND 2, if we choose to go paid version, people who donate, I'm going to make sure that they get it for free, right? So $10 versus maybe the course would be much more than $10, but for all those people who donate, I will make sure the course will go free. I will give them free, right? That's free, or maybe few dollars, maybe $1 or $2. Just some websites don't let free, so I might have to make it some dollar value, maybe $1 or $2, or some insignificant amount of dollar value, so that it becomes easy for them to I mean, that's something that I want to give back to people who donate and support us now. Also, another thing, I have had problems with email because I keep getting so many emails. I absolutely have no time to reply to everyone. I have replied to many may not have got any reply from me. So just as a way to control my email, right, so that I make sure that I reply to people, right, I'm going to make a policy that I'm going to reply only to people who donate to us, right? So that's one way of giving back to people who want to support us. So support us, so we're going to support you. I'm going to put all those people who donate into a special email filter, so those people's email are going to come on right on top, and I'm going to reply to them, right? That's something I'm going to do, but in no way this is no compulsion. If you don't want to donate, please don't even bother about donating. Your videos are, whatever is available online is available online for you to watch, right? I can't guarantee how the new videos are going to be. It could be free, it could be paid, but that's a decision that I will have to make, and I will make a decision very soon, right? So that's the 3 things that we had to discuss here: like, subscribe, and donate. Best practice. Now, how to get the best out of this series? First thing, watch video. Some of you, when you started watching my first video, must not have known anything about networking, been absolutely a newbie. But now, after watching about 35 videos of ours, I'm sure you would be in a much better place. Some topics may be still hazy, but what I would suggest is go back and start watching it all over again, because now when you watch, you're going to watch it with some knowledge, so you are going to build on that knowledge and make that knowledge much stronger. So I keep telling this to people. You will, I mean, by heart, some people try to memorize concepts and topics. It's not going to work. The best way to remember something is to learn, to understand that concept. Once you understand the concept, you really don't need to memorize it, because your recall value on that topic is going to be so good that it's going to be easy. And now, how do you one, of course, you understand the topic, and second thing is, if you watch it few times, if you try to build those connections with those topics, your brain would have very strong connection to that topic, and it becomes more easy for you to recollect and apply that in your everyday thing. So first thing is, yes, watch the video again. If you watched it please feel to watch it again. If you have any doubt in any topic, just try to go back to those videos with those topic. If you think subnetting is weak, go to those subnetting video. If you think ACL is something that you have problems, go back to ACL video, right? So go back to those videos and watch it again, and trust me, every time you watch, you're going to learn something new, because coming back to a knowledge that you have, compared to if you watched the first time with absolutely zero knowledge, and the second time you're watching with some knowledge, trust me, you're going to learn something new there, because that's how our brain works. We try to understand more when we know something, right? When we can connect. And I think with the journey that we have come, right, with the journey that we have had in the last 35 videos, I think you would have more connection to the videos. So please feel free to watch those videos once again. And the second most important thing is, as you watch those videos, I would suggest and I would request all of you to take a notebook and write down your own notes. So if, let's say you're watching a video and I'm explaining a concept, that's my way of explaining, but then pause that video, right, and take a pen. Traditional, forget your computers, forget your digital gadgets, right? Take a pen and a notebook and start writing those points, right? Whatever you understood of that topic, write it in your own words, as many words as you want, right? Just write it in such a way that the next time you just read that, you should be like ready to go. You should know the topic, right? So write your own notes, because that's going to help you. So that's the second thing. And if I don't know if I have access to those notes, when I was a student, I used to write notes. They used to be so colorful. I used to have a green pen for all codes. Then I used to have red pen for any highlighting topics. I used to have a blue pen for regular notes. I think let me see if I can find it. I'm going to put it on my Twitter, so that's how you will be able to see those. But I want you to see that I go back to my notes today, some topics that I don't remember now. I just have to read it once, and that's it. I'm back to normal. I remember all those topics well, because your own notes is the best way. No matter whoever teaches you, your own notes is the best teacher, right? That's that. And then the third thing is practice, right? So Cisco, like I said, is a practical test. There are things like configuring switches, configuring routers. If you're not in practice, you are not going to be fast, and you're not going to remember all the commands there. So practice. Even subnetting, right? Subnetting, many of you, if you've watched my day 3 video on subnetting maybe a year ago or more, you wouldn't remember half the things, because that's how our brain is. Our brain is designed to forget things if you're not practicing it, right? So practice is absolutely important. Another thing that I would be doing very soon is going to make packet tracer tests. So I'm going to make packet tracer tests that you can download. I don't know if I'm going to make that free, so don't blame me on that. Maybe I might give 1 or 2 free, but I want to make that into a purchasable stuff. Again, people who are donors, they might have a special package. That's a different thing. What these tests would be is where you could download the packet tracer labs that I'm going to give you, run it on packet tracer, and that would be a test. You will have tasks which you need to keep completing. As you complete, it will tell you a score, right? That's something I'm going to give very, very soon. Stay tuned and watch out for that. I think that's about it. So if you follow all these things, I think we are going to be absolutely fantastic, right? So again, congratulations all of you. You have reached the end of ICND 1. You can schedule the test like we discussed, write the test, and I'm sure all of you are going to have a good time. It's going to be easy for you. You are going to come out in flying colors. Thank you so much. We will see you all very, very soon. And before we forget, click on that subscribe button once again if you have not, and the like button. Thank you once again.